RFK has been getting just shredded on the.
As we speak, he's getting.
It is funny when they have to do the hearings and they just have to, just like sit there and take a shellacking.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everyone
has to act so indignant. They all have to.
They have charts printed off and stuff. They have like all this like multimedia.
You know what it really is? It's the equivalent of like you start dating a girl. And then her entire family, like her dad, her brother, her uncle, sit you down in a room and then be like, so you said you want, what about this girl that you fucked in high school? And then you never dated her. So what was that all about?
So he's got some demons,
you tweeted in 2005 that getting married is for chumps. So are you planning on stringing her along? Like, what are you even doing here?
Sure. I mean, but RFK Jr. kind of proves that, like, even if you used to be a heroin addict and a sex addict and all this stuff, and then you're also a Kennedy, you can kind of just do whatever you want.
If you're doing it for a Kennedy.
The Kennedy,
right?
Important.
But I think what he should do is when he gets the job, I think that it would be so. You know how they have smoking packet? Like when you buy cigarettes, they have big labels on them, right? That say, picture of lungs and warnings.
In Canada, they have that.
But they still have warnings in America?
They have warnings in America, yeah.
They just don't have the pictures. But I think it would be good for restaurants to. Right now they have a rule that if you have 250 locations, like a McDonald's or something like that,
calories.
You have to put the calories. They should have to put like a warning on. Like they should put a warning on where you're eating, like, hey, just so you know, this is your entire calories for the day.
Sure.
There should be like a warning on foods.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, so how many times
I'm kind of black-pilled on this whole thing because, RFK's like, I want people to eat healthier. I'm like, this is America. They don't want to. I hate to break it to you. You're not forcing people to eat healthy.
Well, you're not forcing people, but what you can do is, I was kind of thinking this in terms of like stuff in my life where, like I'm in that chat group right now with you where people talk about stocks and finance and stuff like that. And then I have other chat groups like about comedy and stuff like that. And what you want when you're eating healthy, it's like I go on the road with like JJ and Eric, and JJ's very like healthy. So it's just like around me.
Yeah, you want people to,
So the more that it's like around in the culture where you go to this place, like there's certain times you'll eat something and it'll be like, yo, this is 2,700 calories. And but I'm dumb with that shit.
I mean, that's like the Dunkin' Donuts.
I'll just be like, wait, what?
Like Dunkin' has like a drink that's like 1,500 calories.
Yes, you don't even think about it, right?
How's that even possible?
But I think if it was all like in the atmosphere, you would start thinking about it. So I think he can do that.
Yeah,
he's not going to get the fucking, what's her name? This girl, too fat to fit in a lift.
No, not too fat to fit in a forklift.
Actually, Johnny. So this woman's suing. This woman's a big woman, right?
Yeah.
She's suing Lyft because she got in. I'll just read some of the stuff before, and then we'll watch this video. But basically, it says, incident happened earlier this month. Name is Dank DeMoss. She's suing.
Rapper.
She's a rapper, but I looked at her profile. She got like 400 views. So this is her big get rich quick scheme, right? Yeah. She's suing the companies. She's also, Danny said she can fit in a forklift. Well, I'll say she's suing the company. She's also suing the jeans company, the door company, the bed company, the airplane scene company. And she goes, but the funny part is she has this Uber driver. The incident happened earlier this month when Blanding requested a ride to Detroit Lions watch party. However, upon arriving, the driver told her he wouldn't give her a ride. So I hope the driver
I'd like
was
to know
an
what
Indian
the car
dude.
was.
I'd like to know the race of the driver.
I'd like to know the race of the driver, but I'd like to know the car.
It says here, I got it for you.
Do we know?
Yeah. It was a Miata, I think.
Miata, that's a small car.
No, sedan.
Oh, it was a sedan. Oh, okay.
Driver claimed she wouldn't fit in the sedan. When she insisted otherwise, the driver replied, "Believe me, you can't." This is where I'm picturing an Indian guy saying, "Please, Mrs. Please, please, Mrs. Dash, please, I'm begging you, please, please, please. Oh, please, 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 cancel, Mrs. Dash, please, please, please."
Yeah.
Just puts the pistol
like
on his mouth.
an Uber XL.
No. He said it would be the tires couldn't handle it.
The tires couldn't handle it. I mean,
all right. Let's see what Mrs. Dash is up to here.
Landing tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her
Southern.
It's a white guy
in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires. Like
the driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL. It's called.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He
Sounds like an
apologized,
Eastern European
canceled
guy,
the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough.
Pause it for a second. This is so funny that the news is covering this like it's a real thing.
Hey man, Lyft's paying for this.
It literally seems like a story that we would do before this podcast. Woman is too fat, and then she goes, "The guy." It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is America, man. This is a uniquely American.
Okay, now it's her rapping. Let's see what her rapping
The
looks like.
mic is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon too.
You know, if she was embarrassed about it, she wouldn't be doing all this.
I mean, she's gonna get paid. Lyft's
Say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying,
"Slick Rick,
I
this
don't
guy,
want to have
eh?
black
John
people
Marco
in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car or Muslims in my car." It's the same under the law.
Yeah, no, it's not.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
Oh, they're probably bummed. They go, "Wait, I could sue for this?" So that's the thing. People don't know that you're like, you can just sue for anything.
Imagine you just get Dave Blunt's fucking calling an Uber.
Yeah,
You just know they're getting paid out.
XL or something. I mean, yeah, it sucks. It sucks for the driver and for her because she's gonna win.
No, Mrs. Dash, please. The tires is hilarious.
Tires is crazy. Suspension makes more sense. Than
Yeah, he
tires.
said the wrong words.
Yeah, you're like, if we hit a pothole, man, it's like they're gonna bend the frame.
Lyft drivers are allowed to decline rides for safety reasons. However, this is discrimination, like they said. So this guy looks like Louis C.K. over there. Oh no, that's your other video.
That's Dr. Phil.
That's Dr. Phil.